I opened the snap and felt my heart drop.
It's his house. It's his
It was
house.
a picture of my front lawn.
Before we start, make sure you follow me on Instagram at darkcornerstv. Make sure you send me a message after you followed me because I'll try to respond to as many of you guys as possible. Psst. Hey kids, come here. I got something for you. Welcome everyone to Dark Corners. I'm your host Dark, back with another creepy reaction video. In this video we're gonna be reacting to some more llama arts animations. But before we start, make sure you leave a like. Let's try to hit like 6,422 likes, something like that. Make sure you subscribe if you don't want to miss any other videos. And shout out to Cody, cute cat, don't ask any questions. True Snapchat stories animated.
This happened a week ago. Up until a few days ago, I went to a small local gym in my now previous New Jersey town called Black Bear Fitness.
Okay.
One day, I had the misfortune of running into some skinny, awkward, yet creepy looking kid, probably 18 years old.
This dude looks way older than 18. I mean, how old do I look?
I had headphones in and I was doing my set when I heard him saying something to me, but it was muffled by the music.
Oh, that's the
I
narrator.
was already annoyed with this kid, given that he was breaking an unwritten rule of the gym. Don't try to talk to somebody when they're doing their sets.
Yo, this dude only trains his left arm. Y'all see that? Well, he's freaking wearing sandals with socks as well.
Then he started acting like I looked familiar, but right away I knew this kid was just trying some pathetic attempt at making friends. I assured him I didn't, but the kid wouldn't stop talking to me. I'll skip most of the conversation, but eventually he actually asked me for my Instagram and Snapchat, weirdly enough, and for whatever reason I gave them to him. Instead of just saying something like, "Buddy, I'm trying to work out," or "I don't have social media." After I gave him my Snapchat and Instagram, however, I did kind of urge him to let me resume my workout.
Why'd you give him your social media? Why?
That night, I got a snap on my phone saying "from Sean." I immediately sighed and said, "Oh no," just wondering why the hell the kid would snap me. I opened the snap, and the kid was in a creepy, weird pose, face way too close to the camera, with his head resting in his hand and a half smile on his face. The text over the picture was "Hey."
That's actually
be wise.
pretty scary.
I muttered the words, "What the f-?" For the record, I'm a guy, which made this even more weird.
Oh. I was scared to assume that, but thanks for confirming.
My thought process was, I've had enough of this loser already. I'm gonna remove him and make it clear I don't want to talk if I see him at the gym again. And so I did. I removed him minutes after he sent that snap.
Pause! What is that?
What is this dude watching on his TV?
I'm sure not even a minute later, again a message popped up on my phone saying "Snapchat from Sean."
Whoa, somebody just texted me. Okay, that's creepy.
This one was even creepier. Now the kid was sitting up on his bed, no smile, more of a surprised, angry expression. The text over the image said, "Why did you remove me?" Now I went as far as to block him, meaning he couldn't snap me anymore. And that was that. I threw my phone on the desk and sighed out of relief. Half an hour later, my phone goes off, saying "Sean added you as a friend," and then "Snapchat from Sean." He actually made a new account. I opened the snap and felt my heart drop.
It's his house. It's
It
his
was a
house.
picture of my front lawn. The text over it, "Answer me."
If this happened to you guys, what would you do? I would call the police. I'd call the police. Except that's a lie. That's not what I would do. I would feel too awkward. I'd be like, what if I call the police? And they come all the way over here for misunderstanding. It's gonna be so awkward. I'd rather die.
Then I realized, Snapchat made
Snap
that new
map.
map feature that lets you see where your friends are.
Yo, disable that. I got that disabled. You can see exactly where your buddies are. Snap, map, disable that.
Somehow I had the balls to open the window to see outside. It was clear out there. I shut the window and the blinds and started considering calling 911.
Do it.
It was the sound of taps on the window. I took a deep breath, and with one swift motion, I pulled up the blind and the window at the same time and pulled the kid into my room by his neck. I punched him in the face a few times before he was out cold. Now I called 911. By the time they arrived, he was awake, cursing me out, promising he'd be back and kill me. The cops heard it all. I didn't even have to make a case. The kid was an idiot. Luckily, the timing of this worked out well, because I just moved a couple days ago out of state.
What? That's the most anticlimactic ending I've ever seen. He just freaking fools him in. Yeah. Time for the second video. This time a true creepy thunderstorm horror story. I don't know about you guys, but I love me a good thunderstorm, especially if I don't have to go anywhere. Y'all hear that thunder? Ugh, that makes me warm inside.
In the year 2009, I was spending a weekend with my uncle on his ranch when my parents were renovating the new house we had just bought.
Oh, the sound
It was
of
my
rain.
second night there, a Saturday, and it happened to be during one of the biggest thunderstorms of the year. I'd say there were at least 3 crashes of thunder and lightning per minute. And we were in the heart of the storm, because the thunder would crash not even a second after the lightning would.
Ooh, that's
I always
scary.
enjoyed listening to storms while laying in bed. So I stayed up a little later watching TV, just enjoying the ambiance. After the movie I was watching,
I love that. What he's doing right now, thunderstorm outside, you can hear the rain smashing on the window, and you're watching a scary movie. Beautiful.
finally ended, I turned off the TV and tried to fall asleep.
Y'all heard that?
As I heard the lightning strike from outside, I could have sworn I heard some kind of metallic thud coming from outside at the same time. I didn't pay it too much mind.
You
20
sure?
seconds later, I could have sworn I heard it again. A very distinct metallic thud coming from outside to match the timing of the lightning. I really don't mean to.
Okay, so someone's hitting something near his house, and whoever is doing that is waiting for the sound of the thunder to mask the sound of him hitting it. Maybe he's trying to break in.
My uncle really is a kind of creepy guy, and I was never close with him, even remotely. So for that reason, I didn't feel right going to wake him up. I just tried to forget about it. Now I was getting concerned. What the hell could that be? After the third time, I finally got out of bed and walked over to the window of the guest bedroom. The water pouring down on the window made it extra hard to see what was out there in the dark fields. A flash of lightning momentarily lit up the property, but I couldn't see anything. However, once again, the sound of a metal hit accompanied it. The sound was so close now, it sounded like it was coming from the left of the window at a blind spot.
Oh boy.
I was going to do something I knew my uncle wouldn't be happy about.
Don't go outside.
It would be a bit messy, but I was going to open the window and peer outside to see if I could see what the sound was. I unhooked the window lock and slid it up, and immediately the wind of the storm blew drops of rain into the room and onto me. I stuck my head out the window and looked to the left, and at that very moment, lightning lit up the property once again, and I could see a person dressed in all black crouched down by the outside basement door with his hand raised in the air. And before the sky went dark, I caught the briefest glimpse of what the sound was coming from. The person was bashing at the basement door lock. I pulled my head in and quietly shut the window, making sure to lock it.
Smart.
I was in a panic.
Wake your uncle. Your uncle probably has a
Feared he might
rifle.
have seen or heard me. I ran back to bed and pretended to be asleep.
What? What? Are you stupid or something? Go to sleep when you're hungry. Don't go to sleep when somebody's trying to break into your freaking house.
I just stayed put in bed for the longest time, hoping whoever was out there would go away. After maybe 3 more lightning crashes without any thuds accompanying them, I thought it would be safe to go tell my uncle. I turned to face the window and screamed. There was a figure, clear as day, standing at the window, looking in at me. I screamed as loud as I could and ran
How though?
straight to my uncle's room.
Wasn't he on the second floor? How did the guy get near the window? Is it a ghost? Huh?
He went outside with his hunting rifle with nothing on but his pajamas, not even socks. He ran around the entire property yelling like a madman, but didn't find anyone. The next morning we were able to better see the marks on the basement door lock. It was almost bashed open. Maybe 3 or 4 more good hits would have done it, according to my uncle. He was proud of me for picking up on it. Luckily, I was out of there that same day.
And he never saw his uncle again.
I'm grateful I stayed up a little later that night watching that movie, because I may have just stopped a robbery, or possibly much worse.
See guys, don't go to sleep early, stay up all night. It might save your life. I've been reading your comments and you guys seem to enjoy the scary videos, so I'll try to make as many of those as possible. Let me know in the comments section which other suggestions you guys have. Make sure you leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any more. Hopefully until next time. Now check out my other videos. Dark, signing out.